this is the best amp I've ever played. I'm joking, obviously. This is the 9.6 Spider 560. I think 9.6 Spiders get a bit of a bad rap online. I think I've said that before. But Zachary reached out to me on my Patreon and asked if I could go through some of my tones on it or recreate some of the sort of stuff that I use. So I'll just show you what I've got set up on the Spider. I use this as like a downstairs practice amp, but also I plug like pedals into it downstairs and stuff, so it's not what I use most of the time. Obviously I've got mezzo boogies and actual modelling devices that I can use for most of that sort of stuff, but I just wanted to show you. So I've got this main kind of... So if I want my kind of smooth-ish but distorted lead tone, you know, in that Eric Johnson-ish maybe territory, that's my go-to for that. So, I'll talk you through that, and then I've also got my clean tones, which are a mixture of different things. So what is that one? Let's have a look. So that's using a Fender kind of simulation. And then I've got another one which is also using that, but with a different set of reverb and delay. And then what else have I got? So that I think is completely flat if I wanted to plug in other stuff. So no amp, no cab. So yeah, those are my main tones. So let me just talk you through the clean ones first. So I guess I could go through the settings, couldn't I? So how do I do that properly? The amp that I'm using is the Blackface Lux, which I guess is based on a Fender Deluxe reverb. The cab is the 1x12 Blackface, the mic is the 67. The cab I've got enabled on, but speaker I've got set to classic mode, early reflections off, presence at 65, the gate is off. What else? Compressor I've got on, threshold is set to -29 and gain is set to 4. EQ is off. Delay is set to stereo and is on and is a 14% mix. Oh, sorry, it's the stereo delay. 14% mix, 555 time, offset 30, feedback left 14, feedback right 15, and it's set to post. The reverb is the cavernous, which the mix is set to 37, decay is 32, pre-delay is 25, tone is 58. So those are the settings if you want that clean tone. Really nice and sparkly. So the other setting that I have of that I think is relatively similar. The only difference I think is in the delays and reverbs. So the delay I've got digital set mix to 27. I've got it set to time based on a quarter note and feedback 42%, bass 50, treble 49. And then the reverb that I've got is the King Spring, mix set to 62, dwell set to 75, tone set to 91. So that sounds like this. There's something that's different going on in the amp as well by the sounds of it to me. So I've got the speaker set to full range in that mode. If you set to classic, it sounds a bit different. So let's just try that. Oh, no, I won't. Classic. That sounds better, so I'm just going to save that. So now those sound. So that's my clean tones, how I set up the clean. And I think that takes pedals really well as well. Right, and maybe we should just talk about this one. So if you want this tone, I'll just talk you through it. I think there's also a way that I can put these in a folder, so I'll use the Buy Me a Coffee link and I'll send you these if you want them. I think you should be able to put them together from me just saying this, but I'll put them in a Buy Me a Coffee folder, and then I guess if you just send me a message saying I've sent you that and can I grab those presets, seems fair to me. So here we go. This one I'm using the Plexi 45 amp with the same cab as before, because I've said this before on some other stuff, I like to kind of maintain some kind of consistency with cabs. Generally with a higher gain tone I also prefer the sound of like an open back 1x12 as I understand it. So Plexi 45 1x12 blackface cab. The mic is a 57S. The cab enable on, speaker classic mode, early reflections 19%, presence all the way down to 0. I want to get rid of quite a lot of the high end sparkly stuff when I'm using this much gain. The gate I've got off, although there's no reason you couldn't turn that on, it just does change the response and feel a little bit. Compressor is off because I've got a lot of gain on. EQ now is on, so I'll talk you through the EQ settings that I've changed. The high frequency at 4.7 kHz I've reduced by minus 9.6 dB. I've then got a screamer on, drive at 98%, gain at 95, tone at 56, delay stereo, mix 36, time 555, offset 59, feedback left 37, feedback right 38, and that's my alarm. And then to end we've got a reverb, which is the large hall, 84% mix, 56% decay, 46% tone. So that's how I'm getting that tone. So I haven't spent loads of time tweaking other stuff. The goal for me with this is just to get some tones that I can use and practice. Basically getting tones that sound roughly like what I would use normally and that I can just practice with. That's the goal of this amp for me, is to be able to get some inspiration when I'm playing downstairs. The reputation of the Spider, particularly this version of the Spider, this is the only version that I've owned, but to me is not anywhere near as bad as what people are saying. I think you have to work a little bit to get some good tones out of it, but so So hopefully that's useful. Again, as I say, there's a buy me a coffee link. If you wanted me to drop in the actual tones themselves, I think you could be able to make them yourselves from the video. Or if you got anything useful out of the video and you found something useful, use that buy me a coffee link, only if you can afford it. But I just wanted to show you the tones that I put together with the Spider and what I use to inspire me basically when I'm playing downstairs. The clean tone that I just showed you takes pedals really well, I think. So yeah, that's that video. If you got anything useful, like and subscribe, that would be cool, and I'll catch you for another video soon.